He rapes women. The 5 years, take dollars.
Oh, it's old school TYT brand.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
I mean, you know the thing is, first off, Jayar Jackson. After that, so
That's it? And then this control room's like, all right.
All right, well, I guess we'll just
Move
go
on.
with
Hey,
it.
listen.
Okay,
Jerk.
Skip, I see you. Okay.
they know how this thing works. You know, you gotta get the right people in the right place. Brooke Thomas, Brett Ehrlich.
Yes, thank you.
Fun times.
Yeah.
Is this your
Yes.
first time on
You
Old
can
School?
see
Are you
us.
old school enough?
Yes, this is my first time on Old
Is it
School.
really? No, you're lying to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very
wow.
first time. Yeah.
Do you remember your first time on Old School?
No,
Really?
it's been so many times. Originally, you know, Old School was pitched to me from Jank. He talked to me and Jesus, and he said, I'm gonna do this show where we have like the same old feel like we used to do the show back in the day when we started, and it'll just be me, you, Jesus, Ben, and maybe Michael, if he can. And we're like, okay, cool. I can do that every week.
That's awesome.
Now, as you can
That was
see,
a lie.
me, Jesus, Ben, Jank. It was just like, oh, it's gonna be so fun. We'll just shoot. We can cuss here, right? I keep forgetting
Yeah,
we can cuss.
thumbs up.
We can shoot the shit like we always did, and it's fun and easy. And I was like, oh, it's awesome. Let's do it. And then now, the producer, I don't know if everyone knows, not everyone by name. I don't know how much she's actually on camera. But Asher says, so Jayar, can you do Wednesday Old School? Can you do Jayar Wednesday Old School? I was like, oh, yeah, no, I can't. Well, yeah, sure, but no. Well, I'll let you know on Wednesday afternoon.
It was Wednesday.
It was just a
Kinda
few,
was.
a few minutes ago.
How are you feeling about your first Old School?
I'm excited. I feel overdressed.
Yes.
You went and bought new clothes, and you didn't offer to pick me up a t-shirt.
Wait, you went and bought that? I do see creases.
Yeah.
It's a nice
We went
shirt.
to Ross.
I
real
guess
quick.
how much? I mean, that's one of the things I love. Ann and I were talking about Ross. It was
a cool shirt,
$6.99.
too.
$6.99.
If you get the soft tees, they always feel good when you put them on. They just like slide.
I'm jealous.
Gotta
I got
get 'em.
this. So I went to.
Free 99.
My mom lives in Central California, and I drove down to from her house here. And there's in Camarillo, there's outlets, and the J. Crew outlets, and these were like $9. And I bought like 7 of them. But now I'm realizing that the neck on 'em just lacks integrity.
Is it just
Like-
because, how many times have you washed it?
Like 5. I got these
That's all it takes.
like a month ago, a couple months ago, and like this used to be a pretty tight crew neck until I put this 4-ounce microphone clamp on it.
Yeah.
And now it's a deep V.
You love J. Crew.
I do love J. Crew. Something about this skin, you just gotta love J. Crew.
J. Crew is like, it's not, the style isn't the same, but like Ben Sherman, I don't know how much they've floundered, but I feel like I don't hear about
I don't
him
know
as
what
much
that
since.
is.
Ben
Exactly.
Sherman.
2006 was kind of the stretch for Ben Sherman.
It's like
That's
it,
the one
like
with
it's like Gap, like it's like that kind of.
It was like Ben Sherman. I know the logo, but I never bought any. I felt like Ben Sherman communicated to me, it was like almost like a polyester feel. Like it was like scrapey.
They would always, oh really? Oh, no, it seemed pretty good. Okay, so Ben Sherman was like, it was not the hipsters like the well-dressed hipster. The hipster that wants a job, that just got out of college and finally schooled for an interview. So they have their patterns were good, their colors were bright, they'd make, I liked the look.
So like Ja'Cory.
No, not as much. It was
Like
it
the
was
hipster
it was
that,
slash
like, has a
preppy.
good
It
job.
was
I feel
preppy
like-
slash hipster.
That was weird, but that's it.
Yeah, stuff like
Oh,
that. They do a lot of plaids
okay.
and patterns. And so anyway, Ben Sherman, the problem, I couldn't ever wear Ben Sherman because Ben Sherman comes in 3 sizes. Small, medium, extra medium. That's it. It does not get any larger
Can
than
you
that.
wear anything in Zara?
I thought Zara was a women's store.
They,
Yeah,
they have a
they do
men's
that
side.
to
It's
you.
like very like European, slim fit.
But also like
Super trendy.
fancy Asian. Like Asian.
Okay, yeah.
That's a style movement?
Yeah, like fancy, like I always walk into, but like, here's my take on Zara.
Okay.
Every time I walk into Zara, I go, this is a dumb, look at how stupid that is. Oh, that's nice.
You're a natural born hater. Zara's my favorite store.
Here is a Zara, I don't know about the men's clothes, but or about the women's clothes, but for the men's clothes, you'll have like a t-shirt, and then for no real reason, like a vast part of it, asymmetrically will be leather.
Oh, that's very
It'll be
far.
like a long sleeve
Yeah,
t-shirt,
that's
and
very
it's
dark.
like really nice material till here. Then there's mesh, see-through
Yeah,
skin
oh,
mesh,
man.
and then leather.
That
It's like Armani Exchange.
Yeah,
That's
like
the type of
Armani
style of stuff that's Armani Exchange. Some reason you have a t-shirt, but some reason there's a leather writing of A-/X in the front. I'm like, I feel like on a hot day that might start sticking to you.
You know, this is my problem with Forever 21. I like Forever 21, but they do extra stuff that who wants that? But like you'll see like what you'll think is like a really cool, this is like a really cool turtleneck. Like it looks nice, it looks soft, it looks professional. I could wear it to work. And then you pick it up and turn it around and the back says taco booty. And it's like, what? What does that even mean? You know what I mean? Like they just do the weirdest.
All right, guys, we're here for the meeting on what to put on the back of this shirt.
Right.
All right, the cut, we like a nice taper back.
What do people like? Tacos and booties? That's it. Put it on the back of that work shirt.
Bring in my friend with Tourette's syndrome, so we can come up with things to put. Taco booty.
Stop!
It's a watermouth. Tostada feet. Crab cake. Ears.
Stop.
Has you talk? That's H&M. Or is this
That was Forever 21.
Okay,
I'm done with H&M after the monkey
because that
stuff.
was my question.
I tried to go in there with my mom like a couple months ago, and there was because I wanted a little white like tube top, like the
Totally.
one I have is stretched out, and they're cheap. So I was like, oh, it's gonna be like $3. I just want to get a new one. And she was like, we can't even go in there.
You said you were with your
Can't
mom?
even go into
I'm not
H&M.
going
Yes,
there. We
this
can't
is
go in
because
there.
this is
Not
gonna
going in there.
more behind the scenes. Chick-fil-A ends up in the office every once in a while.
Nope, nope. What's on the list?
Chick-fil-A sometimes
You-
Once in a while.
ends up in the office.
Yesterday.
Shady.
No,
Okay.
I'm just.
First of all, what this is
I'm only
somebody
bringing it
who
up-
is
Listen.
only bringing it up because he felt left out. Okay, because didn't nobody want to eat that dry, non-salted popcorn with him. Sorry, nobody wanted to share a box of pumpkin seeds with Jayar, and so now he's putting us on display.
I'm not. No, this is the thing. Hey, as I've said, be proud.
This is
Dumb over there.
such a hater
Be,
move right now.
This isn't the focus.
Wow.
This isn't the focus of the story. But apparently, someone's conscience is getting to them.
I like this.
Wow.
Needless feud.
Because I wasn't.
Wow.
I didn't. Honestly, no one was gonna put you on blast until you got all defensive. Now people know who it was. I was gonna say it ends up in the office. All I said was Chick-fil-A ends up in the office, and suddenly someone got loud.
Jayar face smashed up against his little 3-box.
That's exactly what happened.
Right up at Brooke with that, because
No, I just want to see. I want to see y'all's reaction.
Oh, wait, are you gonna let me take this bullet alone?
and I never had I boycotted Chick-fil-A by being from California for a long time. Also, gays can get married now. I can't have a chicken sandwich.
Like honestly, that's because that was gonna be my point. Because I was giving you guys shit that day, but it was totally joking. Because it was how many years ago? And how
I'll
many
tell you
people I've
what.
seen do it?
They're
wanna say
it's
it's
a terrible, it's a
2010.
terrible
Oh
company.
yeah.
It's
But I'm
still
talking about the boycott. When everybody said boycott, it, I said
no.
Because I know that I remember we were in the other office that we used to be in, not the original one. and
Oh,
not
you guys
this one.
boycotted it here as a company.
There was a field shoot.
Yeah, we did a-
In the time before field shoots, there was an actual field shoot. That was when I was just like starting Pop Trigger. There was a field shoot where like Ben, Michael,
Sure,
did,
yeah.
did you go?
I didn't
down?
go. No, I remember
Jay?
sure it went. I remember that for sure.
There was one Chick-fil-A in Los Angeles, or like in this area, but it was like by SC.
That's the one you guys went to?
Chick-fil-A, it was either that or Torrance. There was a Chick-fil-A down Exposition, like over by the Coliseum in the Galen Center. And they went down there because it was like, this is our last Chick-fil-A before the boycott. But like, did they eat at Chick-fil-A before that? Probably not. So all we did was go to Chick-fil-A, give them money we wouldn't have given them unless we had to boycott.
This is.
And you can write it off as a tax write-off for work.
Yeah.
So officially, like you only kind of paid.
Do you have you?
So
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So I brought
This
up
is
Chick-fil-A,
such
and then
hater.
and then
It was
the,
so
and then
good, though.
and then the guilt billowed
Like
to my
your
left.
bag was on your desk, and I walked over like 5 hours later to see if there was something to steal.
We have a new intern named Christian, and he was sitting at my desk like learning, and I had the Chick-fil-A and I felt bad. I'm like, I gotta offer him some fries. And every fry he ate, I resented him. I feel so bad because like it was him
I loved
here.
you.
It was a little dipping thing, and he just, I was like,
Listen, Sophie, I always share my fries with her, and Sophie's so nice. So like I always have to
your
beg
face.
her, stop it. I always have to beg her to eat more than one. So I'm always like, Sophie, come on, have some more. And I know she wants more, she just wants to be polite. So she'll be like, are you sure? Okay. And this time I was like, hey, you want a fry? She came over, got a fry, and then I turned around.
He's like, that's enough.
I gave her fries and I turned around. If she would have asked for more, I would have given them to her.
get out of here, Sophie. Don't you have some editing to do? Need B-roll.
And it turned us into trash people. Look at this.
Hey,
I have no regrets at all.
No regrets. Remember that
No
tattoo?
regrets.
Was it regret?
No regrets.
some may argue that you were trash people when you got the Chick-fil-A. Anyways, the point being, before confession started, the point being that you were talking about Forever 21, but I thought it was H&M, and there was of course, like you said, your mom wouldn't let you go in there because if we all forget because of the monkey shirt, where the little black kid was wearing the green hoodie and they had some like superstar monkey or some stupid shit, and then so black folks said H&M is canceled.
Right.
And I've wondered how much people have gone in since. So that's good that you were saying how you were thinking about it, because you're thinking, yeah, a tube top, right? $3. I mean, come on, give them $3.
Like black people struggle to give up Gucci. People who can't even afford Gucci were struggling to give up Gucci. But H&M could go. Like it
was easy.
It's weird because that's where Francis shops all the time. But then again, he's secretly super racist.
Oh my God! What? Stop.
He's compensating. That's
Stop.
why
Are
he
you
does all
saying this
those
because he wears
videos.
Yeezys every day? Are you saying?
Francis, no, because Francis did Dialogue, and he was just like, and this was before all of it. I'm kidding about the racist stuff, but like I was like, where'd you get that like fancy ass jacket? He's like, oh, H&M.
H&M.
That's how I remembered like the breathy H's. But yeah, you could put together like some good looking stuff. Unfortunately,
it works.
It's super racist.
And then their kids section is actually like, it's stylish kids clothes that fit and look kind of cool.
Together.
Except for the monkey shit, it looked cool. It was like, you get your kid like not skinny jeans, but like the kinds that have like the baggy top and then taper. It was cool.
Really?
But you know what? And then oddly, the kids section was the expensive part.
Was it really?
You spend $30 on a pair of pants. I was like, I can get the pants in the men's section for $15.
Yeah, and he'll grow into those as opposed to out of these.
He'll grow into those.
That's what's so weird.
The things with Chick-fil-A and with H&M, it wasn't like it's hard for me to not go anymore because I didn't go much in the first place. That was the easy thing. I would slide in and I was like, oh, well, H&M, I can get a ratty t-shirt somewhere else.
I hate her.
And then if I was
but
if my name was Brooke,
I'm not gonna be able
probably
to
wouldn't be able to help myself.
This is such a level 8 hater move, okay?
Maybe if I went to H&M, I could have gotten your t-shirt for tonight's show.
I'm not gonna be. Guess what? You're gonna walk up in here tomorrow, and that heat is gonna be on. The heat is gonna be on because did nobody tell you to have hair that long, hot all the time for no reason?
No, the heat is literally.
The heat is gonna be on, and I'm gonna hide the thermostat. Okay.
Lee already does that.
For those of you unaware of how the air conditioning works here, Jayar owns it. We have a little, first of all, I worked here for years before knowing this, but there is a little remote control. There's thermostats on the wall all over the place.
Yes.
And I would get here in the early morning and be like, why is it 1,000 degrees in here? And I would go around to all of these thermostats and turn them down. And then I found out that there's a secret one under the printer. It was between Jayar and Irina. And then I found it, and then
it's because Irina was hoarding it from me too.
Was that what it was?
Oh, absolutely.
I was
found
right
a hiding spot too.
He will walk in here and throw a fit before even saying hi. Why is the heat on in here? Think back to those moments, okay, you guys. Just want everybody to close their eyes and join me here. Think back to those moments when your dad was flipping out because you left some lights on, or the door was open. And you were running in and out of the door, and that grandpa voice came out, and it was like, "Quit fanning my door," or you don't pay the light bill. You know what I mean? That's what he does.
Were you always like this, or is it just being a father that somehow magically manifests?
Well, he's clearly always been a hater, so.
What happens is bills pile up, and eventually when I paid my first $400 electric and it's power and water bill.
Yeah.
When I saw the first $400 water and power bill, I mean, got shut off. I mean, I started checking valves, I started checking fuse boxes. It's like, well, maybe something got shorted, and then just keeps coming on because I swore I just turned that light off.
So now you can't even change your body temperature, basically.
I was like, and also, okay, so think of it this way. Everyone who doesn't live in the Southern California area, everyone says, oh man, I wish I lived in LA. The good thing about LA is that weather, man, it never rains. Oh man, you guys got perfect weather. We complain when it gets down to 60 degrees. But what people in LA do, for some reason, transplants, you're the only one that's been born and bred. What they do is they start freezing when it's actually hot outside, and I don't understand it. So you go into your office setting, those of you live in Minnesota, in your office setting, if it's 60 degrees outside, trust me, the heater is not on in your office setting. In LA, when it's 75 degrees outside, the heat is on inside most buildings because people have lost their damn minds.
So let me tell you the truth, okay? So what you have was,
I'm sweating right
people say
now.
that there are always two sides to the story, okay? His side, her side, and the truth. Right now we have one side of the story that is just a blatant lie, okay? What really happens here is it'll be 48 degrees outside in the morning, and I don't know what.
In June?
73 inside, and Jayar will walk in and need to adjust the temperature inside to 21.
I have no problem with it being cold. I have every problem with it being hot.
Because you have a fur cape.
Exactly, because
draped over your
here's the
chair.
thing, that can be.
I'm done with both of you.
Hoodies can be
I
applied.
do have a fur cape on my
Hoodies
chair.
can be applied, but you know.
To my legs,
Yes.
I gotta put hoodies on my
Yes.
legs. I gotta put a hoodie on my leg.
What? Yeah.
My
the
leg's
legs
always
cold?
cold.
You have a blanket, first of all.
two,
You got like an
okay?
airplane space wrap that you put around. I look over at Brooke, is she wearing a gown? She wearing a ball gown to work today? Oh my goodness. What is she, a super villain? She's got a cape wrapped around her whole, is she a vampire?
I like to roll in my chair, like back through our desk, instead of just getting up and walking over, and then my blanket gets caught every time.
You should have never told me this. I didn't know this excellent trash talking opportunities pass me by every day.
Yeah,
Oh,
Because you used to be a nice person.
I like it.
true.
I like it when it's cold. Because you can't at the certain point when you're hot, like you can't keep removing articles of clothing.
None
or
of y'all
HR
are that
gets
hot.
called.
It has never been that hot.
I
here.
agree with that. I watched in The Wire, there's that scene where he's like, this is a 40-degree day. And I'm like, oh, that's terrible. But the point of it being a 40-degree day in Baltimore is the weather was fine. I was like, no one should be alive there.
Right.
It should be, oh, that's a 50-degree day is cold for me. But when it's 50 in LA, that means it's 70 in the sun. There's like this weird kind of day you can have where as soon as you get in the shade, it's freezing. And then if you're in the sun, it's instantly super hot. That's something that we have. I've never been anywhere else, so I don't know if that happens other places.
And also, you live in the valley where it gets 105 to 10 degrees.
I used to live in the valley where
Back when you guys had personal conversations. Clearly.
he knows where I live. You know exactly right, but I live in the valley. Oh, I thought, because I used to live in the valley, so he vaguely remembers facts about my life. Even though I've been near my house and then seen you there and been like, I live right there. Recently, like this last.
But he
recently,
remember what
a
we
year
had
ago.
for lunch one time a few days ago. Isn't that funny how your memory works?
Yeah, I just remember the things that will bring me joy to complain about later. Those are the little things that I remember.
I don't know if you guys had. I don't know. There's stuff that I want to talk about, but I feel like I've already controlled this enough.
Okay.
With my certain things, but you know, there was one person who tweeted at me and asked for me to discuss things more about my kid, and I think I do that too much on this show, and it only works. It helps more when I'm talking to Jesus or Jank, because they got kids and then they relate to those things. So once we go another 10 minutes, we're gonna go to like, what's the second section of this? The linear podcast stuff. I'll throw out one story because there's things that you guys mentioned me being a father. It just pisses me off. There's things not about him, but just being a father that come with having to do that job that I like to reject. I'm generally I don't like to conform to the norms of society. So there's a few things that I've rejected.
So I murder people
about being a father,
park
being a
my
parent.
car in the middle of the street.
Being a parent in general. So that's just a tease for for anybody who wanted to mention that, because the parents out there, you have to agree with me, because I'm gonna give you the best reason why you shouldn't lie to your children, put it that way.
So before we move on to this, I would just like to say I am obsessed with your child, and he could not possibly be less interested in anything to do with me. I'll be Wyatt, you be Brooke. Just, you see, cute kid, blonde hair, sitting in the office, got cute glasses, he's adorable. You just want to say hi, right? You be Brooke, I'll be Wyatt.
Hi, how's it going, Wyatt? Hey. All right. Hi. Do you want to? Hey, what are you watching?
What are you watching is always the next question, because he's watching something.
What are you watching? What are you watching?
And then that's when I realized that I am interrupting. It's a problem.
She just starts bringing candy.
Keep trying.
Do you want candy?
But he lives with the candy man.
I know. But it's like
there's nothing you could do.
You just start throwing money at him. Listen to me.
And he's just such a cool little kid. You just want to be friendly.
He gives you
no time for me.
He did give you that today. You're like, hey.
So I try to play it cool. Like Jesus' kid is running all around, and so he'll run up to anybody,
Doesn't care.
So it's fun. You need a break from adults for a second, and he's funny. Wyatt he is an adult. Okay, he's a grown man. He's got a job. He doesn't have time for you. Okay.
I've made my choice. This is what makes me happy.
Stranger in danger. I feel like he's gonna start yelling now.
I need an adult.
She just grabs him and starts running. I will make you talk to me. I have a question about something where I don't remember who was there for it. You were talking about, actually this happened at home. I had two things. Here's what I like to talk about. Here's what I like to talk about is things where I make a strong choice and I wonder if it's super weird. We'll start with the one that happened at work.
Okay.
The other day, there's a food truck outside. Mm-hmm. There's a man who has ordered drinks from the food truck, and he places them on the little ledge on the food truck. 2 drinks, a Coca-Cola and a root beer. They're both glass.
Okay.
You were there.
Oh, I was there. Oh.
So a root beer, a glass root beer, Bundaberg Australian ginger beer it was, and then a Coca-Cola, tall Mexican Coca-Cola.
This was so annoying.
The guy has placed the ones that he's taken after he's purchased them. Then he gets his food from the window, and as he goes to reach for a napkin, he knocks both of those glass bottles onto the floor. One shatters. The other, the long, tall Mexican Coca-Cola, starts leaking everywhere.
Right, and starts rolling.
This man
so I grabbed it.
So Brooke is
I'm like, I just grabbed it.
Oh, it's unopened. Okay.
But it's still cracked.
But
I didn't want it to if it went off the curb, it would have shattered. So just pick up the one piece. I grabbed it and it's spewing everywhere, and he doesn't do. I'm like,
this man,
grab your Coke, dude. Like what?
He's like watching, oh, this is gonna end really cool.
He walks past me to go get new ones.
He goes over then, reaches just goes. As Brooke's like, there's Coke everywhere. He goes over to the ice where he got his previous 2 drinks, gets replacements, says no words. Besides, excuse me, and then walks away.
Just walks away.
He walks away.
That's it.
So first of all, is that the right thing to do in that situation?
No,
what is he supposed to do?
He is supposed to pick up his trash. I'm sorry, you said Jayar.
No, you have.
You do. You were there. We'll
He's
start
supposed
with you.
to 1, pick up his trash. 2, ask if he can have other ones. Offer to clean up any other mess.
Yep.
That he can clean up at least, maybe, I'm not expecting him to pick up shattered glass with his bare hands, but ask for a broom, bro. Pick up the big solid bottle And don't let the girl standing next to you dressed inappropriately for food truck life.
Yes.
Okay?
Too fancy
her
for the
hand.
food truck.
Because then I think John had to take it from me.
Let's see, were you still
John had
holding
nothing
it?
to do with this.
You were still holding it as
John
he was
put it back
gone.
on the ground.
but like in a way that it didn't like.
Did that?
Yeah.
Jr. Did he do the right?
Oh,
did he do the right
absolutely
thing?
not.
What
No,
should
you
he
only do stuff like that when you're looking to like get over on the man, right? The guys who can take the hit, or it's maybe their fault, or maybe they shouldn't have had this bump on the ledge. You know, if it's something that's slightly not your fault. Or the club life back when I was 21 years old, and I stopped doing club life at 21 years old. Since I started going to clubs,
Way
I stopped
cooler than
going to
anything
clubs.
I've ever said.
And
The what?
Way cooler than anything I've ever said. As soon as I was old enough, I stopped doing those things.
it was club life sucked. I hate clubs. Hey, that's in the old man section in 5 more minutes.
Get off my line.
So in situations like trying to get in the club because they got sign-in sheets and they look at your sneakers like, oh, I like Nikes, not Reeboks and shit like that. That's when you do blatant, I own this place type of moves. That's when if you drop your drink, you just grab another one and move on because they can take it. Not at a food truck. When you took and bought Cokes, your elbow knocked the ball off and you say nothing?
Yep.
And then you use your other paying customers as your trash men? No, it doesn't work
It's
that
like
way.
when I pull out my wallet on a first date. Like, no, I know, it's just the offer.
Right.
You know, it's like nobody expects you to actually sweep up the glass.
Well, have you told them yet what kind of
ask
job you
for a
have? Because
room.
you know, in the first date, and you're like, hey, I'm an executive at a Fortune 500 company. I'd be like, oh, you can pull out your wallet.
Yeah, it's on you. It's fine, it's on you.
No,
This
I'm playing.
guy, this is not, there's like a fancy truck location and then there's this truck's location. There's a place where like all over the neighborhoods of Los Angeles, there's spots where like the companies with like a driveway set it up so that there's fancy like Border Grill comes in and like the ones you see that say like we were featured in LA Magazine. This is not that food truck. This is just a food truck.
Yeah.
With these 2 nice ladies in there who like make empanadas and wontons or whatever they offer.
That's exactly, yeah. It's very
weird. It is too many kinds of
It's a
foods.
fusion kind of situation.
It's like a Ford Ecoline E350.
it is too much. It's that car.
We
where you're
we
what
ordered
kind of car
burgers
is this?
and fries and hot dogs the other day, and we're eating an appetizer of egg rolls.
Yeah, they give you egg rolls. So that happened. So that went. That is not the people to do it. You're right. The thing he should have done is offered. They would obviously have said, "Don't worry about it. We'll clean it up. It's fine." But he should have said something.
Yeah, you know, there's. Sorry, finish.
Well, instead he walks away.
So you
And
said
at this
something.
point, the ones who know me,
You're a different person with your sunglasses on.
I have these fancy.
Oh, good. I'm glad
Cork-ass
it's changed to
sunglasses.
something. I'm glad. Okay.
But
was getting frustrated.
I am righteous indignation in specific situations like this. I will not let stand. So I bark. He is now 70 feet away. And I go, hey, you broke something. And no sooner did I say broke something than I hear Ida Rolla go, Brett, stop.
I know, it was just gonna be John. It was just gonna be John. He was like, no.
Don't do that, don't do that, don't do
He was saying,
that.
maybe it's a cultural thing. No, maybe.
A cultural thing. That guy looked just like me.
He was like, John, what is he gonna
If
beat
he's-
us all up?
If he's saying it's cultural because he's half Jewish, John's an anti-Semite. If it's the other half, which is Protestant, the Protestants know like false, like, oh, can I offer to help better than anybody? That is like in the DNA. You wake up after going like, did I just offer to help?
He was so embarrassed that Brett was yelling.
And so this guy got away with it. Had I not had John there telling me what was probably the right thing to do, I would have said, you come over here now and you offer to pay for it. At which point the ladies would have said, oh no, it's totally fine. They said it to me, it was fine, but I wasn't gonna tell that guy.
Absolutely.
Let me just like axe out everybody in that situation, okay? So you have me bent over with the Coke saying, hey, is somebody gonna grab this? And then you saying, hey, don't, John go, no, stop. Ricky going, what do y'all think about these earbuds?
everyone to know.
We were all sitting like this close together under a tree. And this is all happening at the same time.
And one lady who doesn't know any of us is going like, who are these people? Who the are these people? And then, I took the Coke to the trash with my hot dog that I bought. I walk out from the dumpster area, and John just goes, "Did you just take that hot dog out of the dumpster?"
Like, no, just because you would eat dishwasher bacon.
We can talk about that.
Doesn't mean.
Oh no, this will continue. For our YouTube audiences, first of all, thank you.
This was so much fun.
We're moving on. We've got another hour of this to go. I think something like that, right? Who knows? I haven't been here for a while. But the paper tells me we got linear and our podcast section coming up as well. That's actually the next hour's worth. And members, of course, you can get the whole damn thing. Sign up. TYT.com, join, and free trial, and Jake was giving it away last week.
Right? Like TYT.com/trial.
Last week, Jake was giving it away, saying, "Hey, use us," and I'm not going to go for that pitch because I didn't like it. But just go on, check it out. Fun times like this. But no, I've got thoughts more about what to say to that guy, and Jayar being an old man and in endorsing the grays and the fatherhood. Is coming up also in this hour, so thank you guys. I don't know how much, we don't stop or anything, right? We just keep rolling, right? Let's make it happen. So thank you guys, peace, have fun.
On the go, you can still listen to TYT on our new podcast network. Find us on Apple Podcasts, the Google Play Store, or tyt.com/podcast. I'll see you there.